No matter how carefully you pace yourself, I've noticed that pain still finds a way to creep in. Some days it's just background noise, other days it's a full-on flare that takes over everything. The good news is that there are ways to calm the pain system, shorten your flares, and recover faster. In this video, I'm going to show you what's helped me manage pain at home over 25 years with fibro, what doctors are currently prescribing for fibromyalgia, and the simple 3-day rhythm that's helped me cut my flares from weeks down to days. So stay with me until the end because I promise you'll come away with tools that you can actually use the next time pain hits. But first, let's talk about what's really happening inside the body when fibro pain takes over. Fibromyalgia pain isn't caused by tissue damage. It comes from a nervous system that's stuck in overdrive. The pain messages don't switch off properly, so even small signals feel loud, like the body's alarm system keeps ringing long after the fire's out. And then life adds its own layer. When you're stressed, exhausted, frustrated, or pushing yourself through daily tasks, tension builds up. That tension alone can turn a small ache into full body pain. I've had days where I woke up with a sore neck, and by the evening, everything hurt. Not because anything new was wrong, but because the tension kept climbing throughout the day. It's not your fault, it's just how the body tries to protect itself. That's why pain management isn't only about medicine or tablets, it's also about soothing that whole feedback loop between the body and the mind. Now, fibro pain doesn't show up the same way for everyone, and I think that's something that needs saying more often. Here are some of the main types of pain that I've experienced and what usually helps. A widespread pain or diffuse pain, that's an all-over ache or burning feeling where your body just hurts everywhere. When that happens, I go to full comfort mode. Soft clothes, soft furnishings, and soft lighting. I'll often bring my quilt to the sofa and curl up there instead of going back to bed because I want to rest without completely switching off my day. I'll take my pain relief, make a hot drink, maybe even a bit of dark chocolate, which seems to lift my mood a little, and watch something light-hearted or comforting. Nothing that requires thought, just something gentle for the mind. Morning stiffness is something we all struggle with. Honestly, I don't think I've ever woken up without it. Every morning I feel like the Tin Man before his oil. But gentle stretching always helps, even when I think I can't do it today. Once I start, it loosens me up and stops that stiffness from spreading throughout the day. Tender or sensitive points, the type of pain that is like a hammer hitting you. These are the most painful for me. They can appear out of nowhere and feel like someone's hit a bruise that isn't there. For that, I'll often use ice or just breathe through it until it eases. Sometimes gentle movement helps, just walking from room to room seems to get the blood flowing again. And when it's too much, I use distraction. I'll talk to someone or check my YouTube channel, dive into something that occupies my mind. It doesn't make the pain disappear, but it takes the edge off by pulling my focus somewhere calmer. Then there's nerve type pain, tingling, burning, or pins and needles. If this happens regularly or keeps you awake at night, speak to your doctor because there are medications that target nerve pain specifically. For me, gentle walking helped a lot. After a period of being very low and sitting too long, I started getting strong pins and needles down one side. Gradually moving more each day calmed it down again. Then there's localized pains like tendons or joints that ache. This often comes from reduced mobility or extra strain. So if I've been less active or put on a bit of weight, which we can do with fibro, my Achilles tendons or my shoulders can ache more. I use ice for the tendons and heat or gentle massage for the shoulders and neck. It's about matching the comfort tool to the pain type. Headaches, facial pain, or jaw tension is a kind of pain that often comes with fibro. These can be linked to tension and sometimes to the vagus nerve, the longest nerve in the body running from the brain down through the gut. If it's irritated, it can amplify the pain or stress responses. Something simple like placing a cool pack around your neck can help calm that nerve and ease tension. If you'd like me to do a full video on the vagus nerve, let me know in the comments because it's a fascinating topic. Then there's skin sensitivity or itchiness. Let me know if you get this as well. Sometimes the skin just feels sore or it reacts to heat, fabrics, or even something you've eaten. I found that spicy foods, things like too much chili, can sometimes make that burning feeling worse. So during a flare, I stick to gentler foods and switch everything I use to sensitive skin products, washing powders, creams, lotions, even sun creams. That sensitivity can come from nerve endings or just general overload, but either way, gentle products and soft clothes make a big difference. So if your pain doesn't look like mine or someone else's, that's okay. Fibromyalgia pain is a whole spectrum, and all of it is valid. The key is to create comfort through softness, calmness, and small movements that remind your body it's safe. Now that we've looked at how pain can show up for us, let's talk about the medical side. What are doctors using right now, and how you can work alongside that? Doctors often base treatment on your main symptoms, whether that's pain, sleep issues, or fatigue. They may prescribe low-dose antidepressants such as amitriptyline in the UK or duloxetine to calm pain signals and help you rest. Or they might prescribe anticonvulsants, things that make you shake, like pregabalin or gabapentin for nerve pain. Sometimes mild pain relief is added too. So every person reacts differently. What helps one person may do nothing for another. That's why your doctor will usually review all your symptoms and decide what fits your situation best. If you get strong side effects to any medication, or if one doesn't help the symptom it was meant to, go back to your doctor. There are usually alternatives. I'm not giving medical advice here, just explaining what's out there at the moment. And whatever support you get from medication, you can build on it with what you do at home. Now let's look at those practical home strategies next. At home, my main tools are warmth, gentle movement, relaxation, and sometimes ice. Warmth relaxes muscles and improves blood flow, so I use a heat pack or a warm shower for sore shoulders and neck. For sharp or nerve type pain, ice works better for me. Try both and see what feels right for you. Everyone's different. Sometimes pain builds simply because we're moving less. When we don't move, muscles weaken, and that adds new pain when we try to use them again. So I make sure to keep everything moving, even just a little bit each day. I have a short stretching routine that covers my whole body, and I do it every morning, no matter how I feel. It keeps me flexible and stops joints from seizing up, and sometimes it loosens up my muscles and makes me feel a little better. If you can, create a calm environment for yourself. Soft clothes, gentle light, soothing music. All of these small signals tell your body you're safe. Of course, even with all this, sometimes pain still takes over, and that's when it turns into a flare. When a flare hits, I go into full comfort mode. Day one is all about rest and soothe. No pushing, no guilt. Soft clothes, this is why I love this top. Blankets, heat or ice, and gentle stretches between rests so I don't seize up. Sometimes just going to the kitchen and back to make a drink is enough movement. If you normally take medication or supplements, keep taking them. Missing doses will only prolong the flare. If you can, get support from your family or friends to help with meals or reminders to do the things that you need to do each day. Food at this stage becomes fuel, not a project. This is when I'll reach for freezer foods or let someone else cook. Hydration, herbal teas, and small easy meals are the priority. I also use all my wellness tools, deep breathing, comfort films, journaling, whatever soothes me in that moment. My go-to film is The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. It always lifts me because the message is about living fully. It reminds me the world is still beautiful even when I'm not feeling my best. These are the days to let yourself be cared for by others and by yourself. Sometimes I even find flare days a relief now because it's full permission to stop and just look after myself. And when the worst pain and fatigue starts to ease, that's when I begin my recovery rhythm. When I was first diagnosed, flares could last 6 to 8 weeks. Now, most last about 1 or 2 days, sometimes even less, because I've practiced this rhythm so many times. Day one is full comfort mode. Rest, heat or ice, a gentle stretch, simple food, calming activities. Day two, repeat the comfort but reintroduce one baseline habit, maybe a short walk or your morning routine. Day three, add one more habit. If you're new to this, your flares might take longer at first, but over time you'll notice recovery speeds up because your body recognizes the pattern. Keep your daily maintenance routine going as far as you can, even during a flare, with help if you need to. Have your medications in a pill box close by. Stock your fridge up with and freezer with easy options, and keep your comfort tools within reach. And if you haven't already, watch my Fibro Starter Kit video. It walks you through everything that helps me pull out of a flare faster, and I'll link to that above and in the description below. Now let's wrap up with the bigger picture on pain and flare management. Fibromyalgia pain might always be part of our lives, but it doesn't have to rule it. By understanding how pain works, knowing what options you have, and using comfort and rhythm to guide recovery, you can live with more confidence and less fear. I'd love to know what helps you ease pain or get through a flare. Share your tips in the comments. Someone reading them might really need that idea today. And remember, you're not alone. So until next time, take care of yourself and be well.